Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about some frequently asked questions about S/4HANA. Before we get into the video, I would like to let you know that I've also written a blog post about the same topic. The answers I've provided in the blog post is a bit more detailed and a bit different than the one I have provided in this video, as it was easier to write certain things. And you will also find links to reports and other tools that I've mentioned throughout in the video in the blog post. So please check it out if you're interested. The link to the blog post is available in the video description. But if you're interested in listening to a video, then please stick around by all means. Now let's get started with the first question. So when was S/4HANA launched? S/4HANA was launched in February 2015. It has got a bit of history. So if you're interested in learning about the evolution process of S/4HANA, then please check out my other video called Introduction to S/4HANA. I provided the link to that video in the description below and also in the screen. Second question, what are the different types of modules available in S/4HANA? It contains all the core ERP modules that are meant to cover all day-to-day processes of an enterprise, such as finance, asset management, manufacturing, R&D engineering, sales and distribution, services, logistics, sourcing and procurement, and supply chain management. It integrates different industry solutions and also reintegrates portions of functionalities from other business suite products like SRM, CRM, SCM, TM, and EWM in S/4HANA. But the level of functionalities available for these modules differ. For example, S/4HANA contains some basic CRM functionalities inbuilt. Whereas if you want a full-fledged CRM solution, then you may want to look at solutions like SAP's C/4HANA. Third question, what are the different deployment options available for S/4HANA? There are three different types of deployment options available. They are on-premise, private cloud, and public cloud. The on-premise model is the most common one, even though it is changing nowadays and companies are moving more towards cloud deployments. Anyway, in the on-premise model, customers can choose to either host their S/4HANA solution in their own data center if they have one, or they can host it on one of the hyperscalers like Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud Platform, or on SAP's HANA Enterprise Cloud. In this scenario, the model of the S/4HANA solution is on-premise technically, but it is hosted on the cloud, which provides an infrastructure as a service model. The on-premise model provides a lot of flexibility to the customer because they can buy the license as an one-off model, and they are the ones who are responsible for hosting the solution, its configuration, its customizations, testing, upgrade, integration, and all those sort of stuff. So some companies choose the on-premise model because it provides them the flexibility of creating custom codes, and as well as they can choose to upgrade the systems at their own pace whenever they are ready or whenever it's required. The second one is public cloud model. The public cloud is the software as a service model. The customer pays for licenses on a subscription basis, and the basic subscription includes cost for the software, infrastructure, and as well as support. So the customer does not have to pay for these things separately. The advantage of the public cloud solution is that the customer does not have to worry about the hosting, upgrades, and technical operations of the solutions. It is all taken care of by SAP. They only have to take charge of the configuration, data, and testing. Whereas the disadvantage is that the system cannot be customized as per the customer's requirements. Also, the upgrades are out of the control of the customer. The system will be upgraded by SAP automatically on a quarterly basis. So if customization is an important factor, and if you want to control over the upgrades, then other deployment options must be considered. The next one is private cloud. Private cloud stands in between on-premise and public cloud models. I would say it is created using a good combination of elements taken from both on-premise and public cloud offerings. It offers customers a subscription-based license model, but at the same time, it also provides the flexibility to customize the solution as per their requirements. So in this model, the customer is responsible for data, configuration, customization, and testing, whereas SAP is responsible for hosting and up to certain elements of the technical operations like upgrades. Fourth question, what are the different implementation scenarios available for S4HANA? Implementation scenarios are nothing but a way of implementing a S4HANA solution. So there are three different ways through which an S4HANA solution can be implemented. They are called system conversion, selective data transition, and new implementation. First one, system conversion. The most common way of implementing an S4HANA system is the system conversion method. If you already have an existing ECC system, and if you have customizations and other configurations that you would like to carry onto the new S4HANA system, then this would be the right choice for the implementation. This way, the system will be converted from an ECC to S4HANA technically, but you can choose to make use of S4HANA functionalities slowly at a later stage. The next one is selective data transition. If you have multiple ECC systems, and if you don't want to carry everything to the new S4HANA system, then this would be the right choice. This way you can pick and choose a particular set of data from these multiple source systems that you would like to move to S4HANA and then migrate them accordingly. The last one is the new implementation. This approach is suitable for customers who never had a legacy SAP system like ECC before, or they have heavily customized their existing ECC system and would like to start fresh. This way, they can implement their new S4HANA system from scratch, redesigning their business processes that can take full advantage of all the functionalities that an S4HANA system has to offer. Fifth question, what tools does SAP offer that can help me build my business case for S4HANA implementation? SAP offers different types of reports and tools that can help customers build a business case to move to S4HANA. These are free of charge for all the SAP customers who has got a valid SAP support maintenance. The first one on our list is called the SAP Pathfinder report. It provides information about three things mainly. The first one is business process KPIs and how they are performing when compared to a industry peers. What type of functionalities are available in S4HANA system that are suitable for your business, and what type of Fiori apps are available that are suitable for your business operations. These are the information that you can get from the Pathfinder report. The second one is the process discovery report. It mainly focuses on the functionality part of the S4HANA. It takes input from your current ECC system and analyzes what transactions are used by the end users. Then based on those transactions, it will provide information about S4HANA functionalities that are most suitable for your business. This way, it is easy for you to understand the benefits of moving to S4HANA tailored for your particular business and not just a general approach. The third one on the list is called Transformation Navigator. It is a self-service tool. You will need an SUser ID to access the tool. Once you have logged in, it automatically retrieves information about your organization's SAP landscape from your customer profile. That will give you an as-is scenario, and based on your inputs you provide in the tool will then recommend you on how your future SAP landscape could look like. And the last one is called Readiness Check. This is an extensive report that can help you basically get ready for S4HANA transformation from a technical perspective. You have to implement few SAP nodes in your ECC system, then run few reports which will give you a zip file. It must then be uploaded to an SAP portal which will provide the results in an online dashboard. This report will let you know what type of changes you must make to your current custom codes to make them work after converting to an S4HANA system. It will also provide you information like, will your current add-ons work after converting to S4HANA? What are the new functionalities available in S4HANA? and information related to integration and sizing and all those sort of stuff. Sixth question, what tools does SAP offer for installing S4HANA and data migration purposes? If you are an SAP Basis consultant, then you would be familiar with a tool called Software Provisioning Manager. It is not just used to install S4HANA, but it can be used to install any SAP on-premise solution. The other tools like S4HANA Migration Cockpit, S4HANA Object Modeler, Data Services, and SLT, which stands for System Landscape Transformation, can be used for data migration purposes. These tools have their unique advantages and disadvantages so that they can be used for different types of data migration purposes. I have provided a bit more detail about these tools in the blog. Seventh question, can a S4HANA system run on any database like Oracle or Microsoft SQL Server? The answer is no. S4HANA's predecessor, which is the SAP ECC system, can run on multiple databases like Oracle, SQL Server, DB2, MaxDB, Sybase, and HANA itself. But S4HANA can run only on SAP's HANA database. It cannot be installed on any other databases. Eighth question, can you use SAP GUI, which stands for Graphical User Interface, to access a S4HANA system? SAP GUI is also called as SAP Logon. It's a way to log into an SAP system, especially the on-premise system. The answer to this particular question is technically yes. You can use SAP GUI to access a S4HANA system, but a lot of new functionality an S4HANA system offers are only available through Fiori. So if you want to truly take advantage of functionalities like robotic process automation and embedded analytics, then you will have to use SAP Fiori to access an S4HANA system. Not just that, but Fiori provides a lot of other functionalities that enhances user experience, like personalization, user assistance, and a lot of things like that. Ninth question, how do I find out what Fiori apps are available for my S4HANA system? You can go to the SAP Fiori Apps reference library and search for Fiori apps that are most suitable for your organization's requirements. Alternatively, you can also run a report called SAP Fiori Apps Recommendation Report. It uses the list of transactions used in your current system as input and recommends the appropriate Fiori apps that are relevant for your business operations. 10th question, what are the key differences between a S4HANA on-premise and a S4HANA public cloud system? Now there are a lot of differences, but here I have listed 5 most common ones or the most important differences that you need to know. First one is licensing model. The S4HANA on-premise has a traditional licensing model where customers pay licenses as an one-off upfront. But in the public cloud model, the licenses are paid on a subscription basis. It could be quarterly, half-yearly, or a yearly model. The second one is infrastructure and maintenance. S4HANA on-premise systems is installed, maintained, and operated by the customer, whereas a public cloud model, system infrastructure and operational maintenance are performed by SAP, whereas the customer is only responsible for the application, configuration, and testing. The third one is speed of innovation, which means basically upgrade. So planning, testing, upgrade, and configuration changes within the system are the responsibility of the customer in an on-premise model. Whereas in the public cloud model, quarterly release upgrades are applied to the system automatically. The customer is in charge of testing only. Customization. So the on-premise edition can be fully customized as per the customer's requirements. The cloud edition uses standard out-of-the-box business processes, which means customizations options are limited to a small number of settings. But customers can build extensions though using the SAP Cloud Platform. Lastly, functional scope. On-premise edition supports full ERP scope. It can be integrated with SAP's other cloud products like SuccessFactors, Ariba, Fieldglass, etc. Cloud Edition doesn't have full ERP scope, but it supports critical industry solutions and core ERP scenarios. It can also be integrated with other SAP cloud applications. Question number 11. Can a S4HANA system be hosted on Hyperscalers? Yes. As of 2020, S4HANA can be hosted on 6 different hyperscalers. They are Microsoft Azure, Amazon Web Services, Google Cloud, Alibaba Cloud Computing, Huawei Technologies, and IBM Cloud. Among these, I would say Amazon Web Services and Microsoft Azure are the most famous when it comes to hosting SAP applications. 12th question. What is the average implementation time for an S4HANA project? Obviously, it depends on customer requirements and the type of project itself, but SAP claims the average time taken is about 8 months for a system conversion project and about 11 months for a new implementation. The system conversion projects are quicker because it just converts an existing ECC system into a S4HANA system first, and then customers can activate additional S4HANA functionalities at a later stage. Whereas for new implementations, everything has to be redesigned from scratch. So it takes a bit longer than a system conversion project. 13th question. Should a S4HANA system be complemented with other SAP cloud products? I would say it depends. It depends on what type of SAP solutions does the customer use in their current landscape and how would they want their future SAP landscape to look like. For example, in the current SAP landscape, if a customer uses payroll in their ECC system, and if they are planning to move to the S4HANA system, then they must consider implementing SuccessFactors payroll, as S4HANA does not contain a payroll functionality. Also, another example, if a customer uses SAP CRM in their current landscape, they must consider migrating to C4HANA or CX solutions, as mainstream maintenance for SAP CRM on-premise ends in 2025. 14th question. Is there any S4HANA trial option available? Yes, there are trial options available for both S4HANA on-premise version and the public cloud version. I have provided the link to the trial options in the blog if you would like to check it out. 15th question. Does SAP offer any free tutorials and courses for S4HANA? Yes, there are plenty of learning resources available out there. Some of them are offered by SAP directly, and some of them are offered by SAP's partners, and some of them are created by individuals like myself. I will show you the free offering provided by SAP. The first one in the list is SAP Help Learning Journeys. These are free to access for everyone. It contains some structured tutorials and webinars using which you can gain knowledge about specific areas in S4HANA. The second one is Open SAP courses. These are free to access for everyone as well. It is more like a virtual academy where a lot of different varieties of courses are offered. Usually subject matter experts in specific fields from SAP conduct these courses. Students will be able to take exams at the end of the courses and they can get a certificate if they pass the exam. The next one is SAP Communities. SAP Communities are pretty famous ones. There are more than 2.8 million users participate in these ones. It contains plenty of blogs, webinars, and users can post questions and collaborate with other customers who are on the same journey. Information about events are posted in these communities as well. These are not just for S4HANA, but more than 160 different topics of SAP are available in these communities. It is free for anyone to access. Apart from these, SAP keep releasing new learning materials quite often, so always check the internet for the latest information. 16th question. Until when a particular S4HANA version is supported by SAP? Each S4HANA release is supported by SAP for 5 years. For example, S4HANA 1709 is supported until 2022, whereas S4HANA 1809 is supported until 2023, so on and so forth. Question number 17. What type of S4HANA certification does SAP offer? SAP's official training and certification shop consists of a variety of certifications for S4HANA. They have grouped them mainly into three categories. They are S4HANA applications, S4HANA technology, and S4HANA cloud. Under S4HANA applications category, different modules and functionalities associated with different line of businesses are included. The technology category consists of technical topics that are relevant for programmers and administrators. And obviously the S4HANA Cloud section contains certifications related to the S4HANA Cloud solution. In the training and certification shop, you can select the country here and you will be able to see the price of these training and certifications based on your country. Eighteenth question. What are the advantages of running an ERP system like S4HANA on an in-memory database like SAP HANA database? There are plenty of advantages in running an ERP system on HANA database. Few things to mention are the simplified data model, combination of both OLTP and OLAP in one system so that you can run analytics in the S4HANA system itself, reduced data storage due to data compression technique, and real-time insights. I have provided detailed information about these things in the blog if you want to check it out. 19th question. What are the key benefits of an S4HANA system? Again, there are plenty of benefits of an S4HANA system. There are so many blogs that have been written already about this topic. But on a high level, the benefits are S4HANA is a next generation ERP system, which means it comes with some functionalities that are created using advanced technologies like artificial intelligence, machine learning, Internet of Things, and embedded analytics. It also has improved user experience with the help of Fiori. It is easy to use and it can be hosted on the cloud, and it is capable of providing real-time insights and so much more. Okay, the last question is, what is SAP Activate methodology? SAP Activate is a project management methodology offered by SAP. It is based on agile principles. Hence, it involves constant collaboration and working in iterations. Activate methodology can be used to implement both on-premise and cloud SAP applications. More information about this methodology is available in the link that I have provided in the blog. The link is in the video description, so please check that out. Now we have come to the end of this video. If you have made it so far, that's fantastic and thank you for that. If you found this video beneficial, please like and share it with your friends. It might benefit them as well. Thank you once again and see you soon in another video.